Demonicon. Yeah, okay, Demonicon, the Dark Eye Demonicon, actually, that is going to be the next game I'm going to play. I don't know how long I'm going to play it, and actually I'm not going to do my cam, for the remaining of this. I'm just, telling you what I'm going to play and saying hi. This right here is the last time you're going to see this handsome face for the night. But I'm going to lay in my bed and play the game. I should be able to see chat and talk, but, good, but I want to play a game, and I feel like if I'm playing a game, I should be streaming. So this will be my first time playing, and so I hope it's a fun game. I think it looks like a good game. I know it didn't get great reviews, but I don't give a shit about those reviews. In fact, usually I like to read reviews just to see what other people say, so I can, laugh at them. Usually, sometimes I agree with reviews though. So, again, you'll be seeing is the Dark Eye Demonicon developed by Calypso. I think it's Calypso. Yeah, it's Calypso. Action RPG. It's set in the same world that, like, the Drake and Sang games are. I've never played those. So, I'm looking forward to this. The graphics look pretty good. I don't know if there's any kind of, like, dark interaction. Just cartoon. Like, I really don't know much about it. I've never seen it originally. I was like, wow, I want to play that game. So, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get me playing the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I enjoyed it. So, let's get the ball rolling. Shan't we? Words are hard, Kay. So, I'm going to readjust where I sit. I'm going to move myself around. It'll be 1 minute. My mic is going to be muted while I do this. So it's just un momento.
In the name of Saint Borbarad, his forbidden knowledge and his divine power, today is the day of the first Paladin. From this day on will blood wake blood. Freedom through pain, power through will, every human a mage. Upon this altar do I offer my tribute. Flesh unborn, souls pure and unblemished. In eternal Bobarad's name, Adoki Oruk!
She ran here. That's all I know.
I
guess she didn't like that marriage your father arranged.
My family is none of your business.
All right, it's none of my business.
Not the... well... the... and...
This time we'll actually watch the cutscene.
In the name of Saint Borbarad, his forbidden knowledge and his divine power, today is the day of the first paladin. From this day on will blood wake blood. Freedom through pain, power through will, every human a mage. Upon this altar do I offer my tribute, flesh unborn, souls pure and unblemished. In eternal Bobarad's name, Atoki Oruk Zulgarov of Zaraminja, Idiz Raki Zulgarov!
Almost 20 winters have passed since Borbarad covered East Aventuria with a pall of undeath and corruption. Those who fought were crushed. Those who capitulated became villains in their own right. Only those who fled escaped the endless column, in which the dead did march from battlefield to battlefield. The demon crown, symbol of his dominion, burst under the God's Blade's seventh stroke. Out of the ruins of his empire arose the cursed Shadowlands. Terrible warlords fought for power, bringing fates far worse than mere death upon those living there. And so it was that we too fled. All your lives fled, until the war goddess Rondra's knights freed the city of Warung. Here we might live, finally find peace, Chiron. We must not fail.
Hello.
Hear me?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Sweet.
I have my mic muted for a second because
She ran here. That's all I know.
Sweet.
I guess she didn't like that marriage your father arranged.
My family is none of your business.
Yeah.
All right, none of my business. Can I go now?
Not yet. That gate. Where does it lead?
The deeper tunnels of Moloch Mountain.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you. Never dared going down there.
Well, I'll get her out.
The gate is closed for a reason. Moloch Mountain is full of danger and dark secrets.
The undead are the less dangerous of what's in there. Wolf lizards, demon spawn.
By the Dark Mother, your sister could be dead already.
Listen to me. I will go in, and I will leave. With her. And you can go now.
when the cutscene started, when the game first started, that was pretty impressive.
Fast as lightning, and just as foolish
Trying to work
as
out,
your sister.
like which mods to use.
I learned from the best.
Your arrogance will be the death of you one day.
Come on, Father. The only risk was slipping on their guts.
Enough. We're here to find Calandra. Someone has to bring her to her senses.
Really?
To her
He said,
senses?
Come on, Father.
You're
You only
forcing her
risk
into this
slipping
marriage
on
and then
big ones.
asking her to be reasonable? I would have done the same thing.
So you think she's right to just run off? To risk both your futures through her selfishness? She has responsibilities. She
So,
has
sorry,
to
what were
learn
you
that.
saying?
I'm trying to
Our
work out which
future. Calandra marries
which
Folk
mods
of
to use to
Erebor and
Skyrim.
everything will be fine. We will be decent Warunkian citizens and live happily in peace and prosperity to the end of our days.
She
I think the
means
next
as
time I
much
play
to me
Skyrim,
as
we're
she
going to
does
try
to
to play
you.
an archer.
You know that.
No.
That's why we have to find her before it's too
Every time
late.
I've played, I've always done either dual wield or spells.
Mm.
So I'm gonna try to do archer though. If not archer, two-handed weapons.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Archer when I played it. I keep like half slipping back into it on this playthrough, and I'm like, no, I'm playing an
Calandra
orc.
has a mind of her own.
Big
She's more likely to stand
sticks.
naked in the
Actually,
marketplace
choose
than
dialogue.
agree to this wedding.
A stubborn girl who loves her freedom.
And I'm
Just
really,
stubborn
really
as
not
shit.
happy with
You
fucking
mean because I don't want to be treated like a cripple?
this workshop thing
Nice
with
of
Steams.
But that's what
Well,
happens when you
the
fight
thing with
battles that
Workshop,
can't
like,
be
yeah,
won.
there's a
Do you
ton
want
of
your
shit on
sister
there.
to
Some of
end
it's
the
really
same
good,
way?
but the big issue
No.
with it is
Look,
it
listen
doesn't
to
tell you
us.
Sorting
anything.
it?
The fact
To
that,
Calandra.
well, not
This
just
is
that,
about
but
more than just a place to
there's
hide. She knows
certain
that
mods
we will
require
find her and
compatibility to
bring her
work with
back to
others,
Folk.
and it doesn't do that.
And that's why
it also
she's not
doesn't
here
auto-load
alone.
stuff. There has to
Don't
use
tell
their
me
games
she's
use
here
load
with a
orders,
man.
and it doesn't tell you
Folk
anything about it.
wants
So a
a
lot of the people that are
virgin
going, oh wow,
bride.
that
She
looks
knows
cool in this
that.
workshop. Then they don't know jack shit about modding.
Yeah.
So and, at least with the other games, it's really easy to mod. The games know the load order, and they put that into the.
If he
the
so
game
much
itself,
as touches her, I
so-
will tear him to
but
pieces.
with all
A
Skyrim,
big
it's-
brother's protective instinct.
You download a bunch
No
of mods, it's not
bloodshed,
working well.
no blood mixed.
Basically,
Yeah.
you just end up getting rid of them until
You
it
certainly
works.
drummed that into us long enough, and still haven't explained what that exactly means.
I had my reasons.
And I'm kind of
Just
curious
believe me.
because they've not
Time
ended a
is
workshop
running out.
for
I'm going.
Morrowind
You stay here
or,
and yes, wait out here and
Oblivion
protect my
or
back.
Fallout 3
Be careful in your
or
search.
Fallout New Vegas.
The
and
people
those
of
games have
Warren
just
say
as
that
many
there are
mods,
more than
if
just
not more.
lizards and undead here.
I've heard of this Black Hand, another demonic terror from my list.
Stay away from him. He's deadly and you are alone. Just find Calandra and bring her back. I'll wait outside. And no matter what happens, or how badly hurt Calandra may be, do not mix your blood.
It hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to happen this time either.
So the dad is a gimp, apparently.
Yep, that'll happen.
Chest. Pick up chest. Copper club. That's what I always wanted. Your first assignment has been written into the spell book. The compass at the upper right edge of the screen shows. Or at the upper edge, upper right. I can't read there. Inventory. Yay. Jagged blade. Copper club. Damage. So it's a slower weapon, but it does more damage. Let's equip that. Why not? That game. I don't think the game has any music. It's actually kind of soothing. Well, I was thinking, right? I think the best, the game, some of the games with the best combat are the Batman games. Where they're overall, some of the stuff, most of the stuff in the Batman games just aren't, I don't know. It's just, they get boring for me.
Yeah.
I like the games. I mean, I love superhero games, so I continue to get them when I play them. But I would love to see the kind of combat in Batman or Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed is pretty similar, in RPG.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That would be kind of cool.
You found some runes written with dead person's blood. Freedom through pain. Is it an oath? Perhaps an incantation. Cut yourself. Come on, cut yourself. Be emo. Nope. He's not gonna be emo. So there's alchemy. You get recipes and you craft potions, I guess. Character management. You level up with stats. Lots of different stats. And there appears to be 3 different skill trees. Or 2 different skill trees. Lots of different skills. One's mostly melee, and I think the other one's mostly spells. So I don't have any skill points left. It doesn't. What's the point of putting this over here if it's not gonna let me do anything with it? Derp. In Bloody Rune, you read power through will. It is the same hand as before. Somebody seems to be using the victim's blood for writing here. Okay. Hey guys, again, I've made the actual title says what I'm actually playing. I don't mean to mislead anybody, but it's not for you. But then I contact Windows 8 costs. Probably like some stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
Runes, every human, a mage. I like the graphics of this game.
Trying out my first ever graphics mods for Skyrim.
Seems the I don't know, maybe it's just a tutorial level, and I hope that's all it is, but the game is very linear thus far, but I've only been playing like 5 minutes. Yeah, sometimes the tutorial levels are just follow this line until end, and then the game opens up. You know, I hope with the kind of game that it is that it opens up, but you never know. Your flesh, my flesh, your blood, my armor, my wounds, your pain. This is the longest writing in blood you found here yet. But what does it mean? It means somebody's very emo and uses blood magic.
I hate my life. Shut up, I hate my life.
God, I'm so fat. I'm gonna cut myself. When I wake up, I look at myself in the mirror, and the mirror cries.
I think that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Fucking emos, man. Seriously. That's exactly what I was trying to tell you before. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
I know, right?
You took the words right out of my mouth, man.
You know, funny enough, that's the same thing the hooker said when I was choking her.
It's awesome. I'm trying to find somewhere to steal
Really?
wheat.
You telling me I need keys? You've received adventure points. AP. Raise the rank of 1 talent in the character management to rank 1 inexperienced. So basically, it's if I want to open this chest, I'm gonna have to increase my lockpicking. I don't. Wait, what? I don't. What? I'm confused.
I need to steal someone's wheat. Base. Stole all your wheat.
Excuse me?
I'm stealing people's wheat.
What the hell? I put points in. So angry.
Grr.
Apparently I did something wrong.
Huh?
No. See. Oh damn it. I put points in dexterity and not actually in luck. Oh, fuck me.
Huh?
Okay, no. Wow. No, the stat system is ridiculous. Like, okay, there's agility, strength, constitution, courage, and hold on, let me get there. Bludgeoning, weapon, talent. And then there's also dexterity, charisma, intuition, and cleverness. Okay, now those are all like base stats you put points in, and doing though increases other stuff. But then they both have 2 influences. So like strength has damage bonus, only passive upgradable, depends on strength. So I guess the more strength you have versus the more amount of points in your damage bonus equals how much actually damage you get based off of how much strength you have. That's just ridiculous. And each stat that I said has 2 influences that it can increase. That's just what. And then there's actual whatever. I'm gonna lock this chest. Or no, I'm not. I had to put 1 point in lockpick. God, son of a cop. I'm doing it wrong. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Better stats, please. I put 1 point in lockpicks, but okay, apparently it actually has to be rank 0 before I can do anything with it. Well, fuck this thing. Glad I wasted my time there. I'm clear. Basically, from there, I'm just gonna end up putting random stats and random shit because that's just. The beat has been neatly gnawn off those bones. You find some biting marks on them. Suck the flesh from the bones. Okay, so all of this. Spikes. I died. You died. Thanks for telling me. I couldn't tell.
That's funny. I just got approached by a fugitive saying, "Here, hold this. Snitch or tell anyone and I'll kill you." And then like he runs off into the wilderness. 2 seconds later, he comes running back over the same hill and there's a wolf chasing him and it kills him. Lol.
So basically, blacksmith can disable disarm the trap. Why would blacksmith disarm the trap? Why wouldn't it be
Detect trap or rogue abilities.
decisions for this game, and or don't understand them. Maybe both. Definitely good. I think I'm good both. There's a lot of shit in this level, but I can't do anything unless I have a skill point. And I put skill points in something, but I can't actually do anything with the point I put in. I definitely understand what I have to do now. It's just kind of silly. Like, I actually have to spend multiple points on pick locks before I actually gain a rank in it. And basically to do, like, almost everything has a stat required that you need in order to do it. To be lots of traps. Body marks derived from the teeth of a man, a really big man. That's what she said. Here lies Moses. I can't see that word. Major? Woro, yeah. Crackle of. His life was devoted to raving erudition. It ended by a sudden outbreak of the arcane force during a magic experiment. His death may serve as admonition to all scholars of the magic arts. Know your limitations. Do not succumb to your powers. Avoid the temptations within. Malik.
Calandra! Where are you?
Yeah, the first thing the character's dad says is, "Don't mix your blood with your sister's." So you know that's gonna be what happens. Sounds like something great shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Needs to kill me a mammoth.
Hello, dear sister.
Chiron, I knew you'd come.
I want to play as her. Fuck this.
I knew you'd get yourself into trouble. You need help right away.
I like boobs.
No.
I mean, who wants to play it as a
Yeah,
dude?
Father. I'll wait here.
Yeah, I want to stare at
Calandra,
girls
listen to
the
me.
whole time, yeah.
Don't.
If
We're
that
both
was
wounded.
awesome.
You might mix our blood.
father and his cursed rules. If I don't bind your wounds immediately, you'll die.
Please, Chiron. We don't know what will happen.
Hold still. Or was it worth it? Just to delay the wedding? And with this man?
Chiron, don't be such an idiot.
So it had nothing to do with the wedding?
It's about all these people. That man kidnapped them. I think he wants to... Oh, that would be so terrible.
He wants to eat
We must
them.
save them.
He is
Then hold still.
Okay. So, of course, they merged blood. Now they
What was that?
floated into
Something's
the air.
different.
Then their face
Do you feel it too?
changed.
We can think about that
They healed
later,
each other
if we
by
survive
giving
or whatever
each
that
other
is.
Each other's
You hold the fort. I'll watch your back.
Can you fight?
I'm tougher than you think. And after that, whatever it was, the bleeding stopped. And take this potion. You're more likely to need it than I.
You got a healing potion?
Him.
I didn't take it because I thought that the monsters had trampled the bottle when they tore off my bag. You're lucky I didn't have time to crawl over there earlier.
So
Why didn't you tell me about the healing potion?
So she had a healing potion, but she wanted you to give her your blood.
Do you really
anyway,
want to
knowing
discuss
it
that
would do
now?
Something magical.
Forget it.
But she didn't think to use the potion before having you use the blood. Means to heal essence. So you have the first spell. Ice Maps. Ooh, big dude, big dude. Oh god, oh god. Okay, people really don't read. If you read the title of the stream, it actually says that I'm playing Monster, and it says why. So actually read before you just do it. You don't like playing a game that's not so there's no actually attack which you have to manage. Because I want to stream and I want to play this game. The game is not this.
How did you do that? You just cut down a servant of the Netherhells, and we're both still alive.
How did you do that? You caught down a servant of the Netherhells, and we're both still alive. And my choices are: I fought for you, or I'm the best. Now, I'm just gonna go with I'm the best, because
Hit them hard and don't get hit yourself.
unless there's
Easy.
gonna be some incest shit. I don't
My
care, and I doubt
brother
that's
the
gonna
hero. Oh, mighty Chiron, teach me more of the art of war. Your words are sweet as honey and as true as the morning. But seriously, that was more than just the courage of despair. It was magic.
happen. Oh, shit.
Magic. Because my blood mixed with your blood.
Time is running out. If we want to free the prisoners, we have to hurry.
One more thing. I found this on one of the corpses here.
A deed to a house in the East Quarter.
I knew the dead man.
His name was Praedon Carstig, a fishmonger from Mendina who somehow got citizenship here. Something here has disfigured him horribly. We should really return the deed to his family.
The deed won't buy us citizenship, but it will fetch a good price. That could keep us going into the wedding.
So we have to rob corpses to survive until the wedding. 3 cheers for my attentive fiancé, who leaves us to languish in a filthy refugee camp.
For as abstinence his own grace doth befit, so shall his wife aspire to humility through her degradation.
That's how it will be. Me, a humble wife, and you, an honest craftsman.
Maybe he'll even decide to voluntarily forego this wedding night.
All right, we sell the deed. Now just drop the topic. Well, if we're going to get rich at the cost of widows and orphans, let us at least do something good and free that girl.
Wait. I don't want to free the girl. We just leave her. Fuck that. Fucking people making moral choices for me. Looks like I am going... No, I want to go back the way I came, because there's a bunch of shit up here. Like chests. Chests that I should be able to get. The ambient sounds ridiculous. Screaming and
Fresh blood.
that's just
We found them.
wow.
I can't find a lock or any kind of mechanism. Still, there must be a way to open this door somehow.
Is anyone there?
Behind the door. Those must be the prisoners.
Oh, the gods, help us! Help us before it returns!
How many of you in there? Are you all right?
There's 7. We performed this ritual on us. So much blood! So much blood!
We're not going to be able to open this door.
Oh yeah,
We'll
be right
have
back
to
to you. Sorry,
force
I'm
the
cooking
kidnappers
dinner
to
and just
release
completely
them.
fucking forgot I had someone on. Scott,
Okay.
it's just like derping out over here, just like, food.
We'll be back soon to free you. Hang on.
I'm like, oh shit. I hope he hasn't been talking to me. I just fucking. I mean, I can talk to you now because like I actually was
Yeah,
surprised that I.
talking to you.
Ah,
just-
sorry.
I actually just said, dude.
Dude, you good? So I was just like so engrossed in this idea of making tacos, and it's just like, oh my god, tacos! And then I'm like, oh shit, I was doing stuff. Oh, but that's good. I can talk to you. Actually, I'm actually surprised. My headset, the distance reaches into the kitchen, which is awesome.
Cool. There, people are screaming and begging for mercy and blood-curdling screams. There's no music, but there's lots of blood-curdling screams.
Are you killing them?
No, they're being
Oh.
tortured.
Oh, that'll happen.
Three strikes make the mortal fall. 3 spells for the scholar.
And 1 truckload of pussy for real. Oh yeah!
This is the flesh's biggest enemy. For steel is just made of ore. It's 3 times weaker, 3 times closer in the circle of the elements.
So they're telling me I should hit people with other people?
Ow, ow. I don't know, but like I just got a pain in my right butt cheek.
Oh.
What?
Some sort of cramp?
No, it's like someone was pinching my butt.
Anal cramps!
Stop it's still doing it. Okay, what the hell?
The Dragolith Golden Pyramid.
It sounds like you're
Impressive that
enjoying
so
that
much of
anal
this
pinching a
still
little bit
stands.
too much there.
Again, fresh blood stains.
Anal
right.
pinching.
This gate is even more
The
massive
guy
than
came on
that
my
door
channel and he
earlier.
says, so if you're not
We
playing
need to find
WildStar,
out how
you
to
get
open
out of
it.
the WildStar
Maybe there's a
section
switch
of
or
Twitch,
something.
question mark, dick face. I actually put in the title of my thing that I'm sorry that I'm not actually playing WildStar. I'm playing this game because the game I'm playing is not listed on Twitch. I even put it in the title.
Yeah. It's like, oh, all I want to do is watch WildStar, because, like, I never got a beta to it, because they don't love me.
Well, you ain't gotta come in and be a dick. Also, learn to read.
Yeah. Crap, my tea's frozen. Damn it, I wanted to drink it.
Wait, what?
I have to make some sort of iced tea slushy. It actually should be pretty good.
Strange design. Maybe it could be used to open the pyramid.
Or the metal door in the hallway. Are you going to be able to do that?
Shouldn't be too hard to handle. Have a look around. Maybe you can still find something interesting.
Damn! It's a trap!
It's a trap.
Oh, it's a trap!
longer!
Almost there.
What's up, Brian?
It doesn't shadow, I'm assuming.
Ah! Oh, shit!
That's kind of good. Fucking doesn't.
Let's get out of here!
Fuck you!
She couldn't get the pedestal to work or something, so it happened. So she yelled, "Fucking shit!" and the two people took off running. Wow, this room is very shiny. Like, holy crap, it's so pretty. I wish I had my keyboard sitting next to me so I could hit F12 right now.
I wish this house had a pair of scissors in it.
Snake's knowledge, lizard skin, dragon's power. Simplicity is vagueness. The core is rotating around nothingness. The truth is always precise. Please don't tell me I'm about to fight a dragon.
You are about to fight a dragon.
Like, tutorial boss, dragon.
Wow, that's kind of setting their esteem a bit low for the game. Normally they're like the end bosses because they're these giant mythical creatures.
I just, there's talking about a Dragalich, and there's all these symbols talking about that are like dragons or snakes. I mean, it could just be a magic person that's obsessed with shit, but there's also lots of gold. Runes of Zayad, the lettering that is also known as the language of demons. Mages use them for summoning and binding the powers of the seventh spear. The runes link the magic structure of the environment to human life force. The cannibal seems to use this as protection against physical damage. Apparently, you will need strong magic force to break this shield. An ice lance may be enough to make the cannibal vulnerable, at least as long as his shield doesn't recharge. So, telling me how to do boss. Okay. Not like, hey, you can figure it out. It's just, hey, you know, there's all these tips and hints till you get up to the spot. Like, you know what to do. I mean, it was obvious by those, but then right before you get to the door where the boss is at, it's like, you should do this when this happens. So what's the point of all the other shit, really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it was a really cool way of telling you, you know, worded puzzles and lore and stuff, and then you get to the door and it's just well-worded English.
Here's your answers! Here, my friends, is the answer to the universe. You're like, thank you.
I don't think I got any new weapons or armor or anything. That's when Illidan comes down and says, "You are not prepared," and kills me. Oh, no, this is just a big dude with a really sharp thing that's cutting people and eating them.
You sick bastard!
Possessed.
I'm gonna chop your head off so you never eat again.
What is he doing? He's gonna throw big ass rock. He's hitting. Hey guys, again, as the title says, I'm not playing Wildstar, and the reason I'm not playing Wildstar is because because I'm not playing Wildstar. The game I'm playing is Demonicon, and it's not in the game list on Twitch, but I put it in the title, so as to hopefully not mislead.
Are you alright?
I was burned, bitten, and paralyzed. But I'm still a virgin, so I guess everything's in order.
Hopefully you stay and
Kill
watch me
him.
play this
He
game.
should suffer the same way the people he's eaten did.
If that's what you want, then put an end to it, and do it quickly. But know that all those whom I have already collected will die with me.
We're gonna open that door. I'm interested to see if it's harder than your head.
My supplies are bound to me by blood magic. I prefer them living. I am the only one who can release them. I can do that if you let me go, but if I die, they will die a slow and painful death. And don't even think of trying to capture me. I will leave this place a free man, or a dead one.
You can't ask us to decide that!
Sure you can.
I do what I please.
Actually,
So,
no, I'll let him free.
do we negotiate?
Maybe I can kill him again later.
Now run him through!
I know what I have to do. There has been enough bloodshed. Your life for that of your prisoners.
Really?
The cannibal had been defeated
Is
and
that better?
Karen
Right.
let mercy
Now,
stay
can you hear me
his
better
hand.
now?
The prisoners' lives were of more worth to him than his thirst for revenge for the bloody deeds done to satisfy the beastly cravings of a deranged mind. The cannibal dissolved his blood bond to the chamber in which his prisoners languished. The power of his blasphemous magic opened the gate, releasing the prisoners. Only with difficulty did they overcome the fear of death so deeply infused in them by the horrors of the cavern and the blood magic spell. Karen and Calandra led the martyrs to their freedom and to Warrunk. Karen kept his word and left the conquered cannibal alone in Moloch Mountain. The joy amongst the refugees
what it was
great,
my
as they
my
once
mic
again
was
held loved
down,
ones already
like
believed
not near
dead
my
in
face.
their arms.
I just
But
moved
only
it.
a few days passed before people began to disappear once again. Had the cannibal broken his promise? But such incidents were not uncommon in the Shadowlands, and no one could say with certainty whether someone or something else had taken them instead.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep playing or just call it quits here.
Well, son, some rough days, yes? The cannibal story has caused a sensation. Everybody is talking about you. The prisoners' families are rejoicing
is very
because their
pretty.
relatives have survived. But many others condemn you
Well,
because you
most of
spared
it is pretty. Some of the characters
Somebody
look really
had to
bad,
make a decision.
but the
I'm sure that
environments
you
look
gave
really
your
good.
very
Some of the
best,
characters
son.
look good, but
There's something else.
What?
I wanted to thank you for bringing Calandra back.
Forget it.
And is everything fine with her?
Yes, damn it. Eva Bride as pure as the first snow and as chaste as the sun god Praeos. And if he's lucky, she won't have starved to death or died of the plague before the wedding either.
It's not my fault that Folk hasn't got us out of here yet. And it's not my fault that the archdemon of disease is sowing her oats here. Folk does show his goodwill, and he uses his influence for us, and that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about.
Is he going to give us passes for the old town now?
He got us some extra rations. We're supposed to pick them up from the food line at the Prior's Temple.
What? Just like that?
Of course not. Folk wants to hold a banquet at which we're to get to know his mother.
What exactly am I supposed to do for Folk?
He got us some extra rations. We're supposed to pick them up from the food line at the Prior's Temple.
okay.
What? Just like that?
Of course not.
I don't really care about any of that.
I'll go to the Prior's Temple. My stomach has been growling for hours.
Good. Be careful and come back as soon as
Okay,
you get the
guys.
food.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough of playtime for me for now. Starting to get tired finally. So I think we'll call it quits. Hit the follow button if you haven't done that, and anytime I play a game, you will be notified. If you don't like getting notified, you can hit the follow button and then you can change your settings so you don't get notified. You can also follow me on Twitter. You can join the Steam community group, and you can follow the Facebook fan page. I also have a Tumblr and a YouTube. You're welcome to subscribe and or follow to those as well. This was the Dark Eye Demonicon by Calypso. Action RPG. I like the graphics. The environments look really nice, especially in that room where all the stuff was shiny and the smoke and the particle effects was awesome. Combat's a little simple, but I'm okay with simple. First impressions of the game are above average. If I were to rate a game, rate the game based on what I've seen right now, I would probably say 7.6 or 76. The reason for that is mostly like there's controls seem simple, game seems simple, but there's all these extra stats, and normally I like complication, right? But when it seems like the game tries to be simple at some points and then gets overcomplicated at others, and it's just kind of silly. And then you have to put 3 points into one of these before you ever actually gain anything from it.
like, what is the point of that? Just make it cost more and gain 1 point. That's just silly. Angry. And then, like, it doesn't know what kind of stat point it wants to spend. Why did they have to go, well, you need 300 AP for this? Why don't they just say you need 1 skill point and then you gain levels and get skill points? But whatever. Inventories, you know, it's an inventory. Combat doesn't seem all that like crazy yet. I got 1 basic attack, slash, and I have 1 spell. I don't know if I'll ever be able to swap characters or not. Maybe that's something I'll be able to do. We'll see in the future. But 7.6, Dark Eye Demonicon, draw. Tune in again tomorrow. I should be streaming again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I also stream at 9 p.m. I usually stream from 4 to 6, eat dinner at 6. I usually eat dinner, watch other people stream, or watch a TV show, and then I start back up at 9. And then I usually stream off and on from 9 until, well, now. So, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all very soon.